I was there with my girlfriend, my brother, and 3 other friends when we were on the west side of the stage, closest towards the Mandalay Bay, about halfway back. And just like everyone else, you know, it's the cracks, the fire. You just think it's fireworks going off, not really realizing the severity of it. So after the first rounds went off, I remember we kind of started to lower down, and I told my girlfriend, I said, it's fine, it's fine. The second round went off, and that's when I started to kind of hover over her, and I was like, maybe this is gunshots, and that's when I heard my brother say I got hit. So at that point I turned around, and I saw my brother spitting up blood. So I knew this turned from, okay, we're here, to we need treatment and we got to go. So at that time, I knew that the exit was one way, and where I believe the medical tents and a possible ambulance was the other way.
You probably will hear once the popping sound, I think everyone just thought it was fireworks. We certainly did. We looked around, and it kept on happening, and saw them rush off the stage, and at that time everyone just ducked down, and it was pretty unnerving to hear the shots go out. But I knew we had to get out of there, so we picked up, me and my cousin picked up my wife and his wife, started moving out. I was trying to make sure that my sister and my brother-in-law were with us as we were walking out, or running out I should say, with still gunfire. There was a lady on the ground. She was bleeding from the head. I don't know if she was shot or whatever, so I stopped. I had them continue, and me and some other people helped her out. We carried her to, I guess it'd be Giles Street in Alibaba, where there was parking. And I called my wife, and I told her I was going to stay and to go home, and she was crying. And she said I had the keys, so I ran back to the car and I handed her the keys, and she begged me not to go. It is probably one of the hardest decisions I've ever made, but she knew I had to go.
I said, stop all the vehicles leaving this area. Not one leaves without a patient, a victim. So he did so, and we started triaging. Unfortunately, some of the people brought out were deceased. We had to tell some of them that there was nothing we could do and move on. I don't know how many we saw. With no communication, I went ahead and called my dispatch on my cell phone and told them that we're going to set up a staging area off of Tropicana and Reno for medical units to respond there. And the patients coming in personal vehicles are already triaged, and to start transport to local hospitals.